I just unboxed a Thredup men's designer rescue box on my channel last week, and I thought it's the perfect time to do a recap on one of these boxes. And instead of just recapping one box, we are going to recap two boxes. So in the fall, I went up to Dallas to see a concert with my friend Jill, who is also a part-time reseller, and we decided to do a battle of the box. So we unboxed each a men's designer box, and I will link that video above if you want to watch the unboxing. And at the time, we thought for sure her box won. So I'm going to go over the items that we received in each of the boxes and tell you what sold, where it sold, how much it sold for, and finally, whose box won. So thank you so much for joining me. My name is Christina. I'm a part-time reseller on Poshmark, eBay, and The RealReal. I do unboxings on this channel, so if you like that kind of content and these what sold, I've also started doing a few rehab videos on items that I'm fixing up to sell. Make sure to give me a thumbs up and subscribe to the channel. So let's start off by recapping Jill's box. So the one that she opened, now the designer boxes for the men contain 4 items. They're usually in pretty decent condition, and then the box is $140. So it's a pretty high cost of goods. So in Jill's box, the first item that she unboxed was a Prada shirt. And this was like a knit long-sleeved polo shirt or collared shirt in either a very dark gray or kind of a light black. It was very soft, and this was by Prada Sport. That shirt did sell on Poshmark for $74. No, I'm sorry. eBay. Sorry, eBay for $74. The next item that was in the box was a button-down shirt by Burberry, and this was a the Haymarket check print, the one that Burberry is known for. And this I actually decided to keep for myself. So that one was kept, and that was a 0. The next item that was in the box was a pair of D&G, which is the diffusion line by Dolce & Gabbana jeans. Now, these are new with tags, so that is awesome. But those are still listed. They haven't sold yet. I think that they are listed for about $100. So we may have to start dropping the price on that to see if we can get those to move. But for now, that one is a 0. The last item that was in her box was a blue Versace shirt, and it was like a t-shirt, but it was a solid blue background, and then it had this very Versace design across the collar. It kind of reminded me of like Avatar, like the Avatar movie, like something that they would wear because there's kind of gold and some different color blues around the collar. It's a pretty cool design. And that one sold on Poshmark for $45. So 2 of the items in that box have not sold yet. One of them was a keeper, so that one won't be selling. So for Jill's box, there's $119 in revenue so far. And if you subtract out the fees that eBay charges and Poshmark, and then the cost of the box, she's at a negative $46.66. Okay, so then my box, which we thought Jill's box was the winner. We were wrong, okay? Spoiler alert. The first item that was in my box was by a brand I had never heard of, and it was by the brand Amari. And this was a pair of men's jeans that were distressed, and under some of the tears across the jeans had like a bandana behind it. That was the big winner out of both of the boxes. Those I sent into the RealReal, and they sold on the RealReal for $416.50. So my commission on those jeans was $254. That was amazing. So definitely a Bolo brand. If you don't know about it, I didn't, to look out for. The next item that was in my box was a watch, and this was a Michael Kors watch. In hindsight of this unboxing, I'm kind of disappointed that I got that, because I've gotten Michael Kors watches in fun boxes, in some of the jewelry boxes. So to pay basically $35 for the Michael Kors watch, I was not pleased. So I did send that into the Reselling in hopes that they would take it and they would sell it, because I have trouble moving watches. They sent it back to me because there is a lot of wear on the back of the band. The other thing that I remember about the watch is that, and it is an oversized, it's a nice watch, okay? Like, don't get me wrong, but whoever owned it had a lot of links taken out of it, so it was for a very small wrist. That's the other kind of downside. Clearly, like, a woman was wearing this watch instead of a man. And so it's because a lot of the links were taken out, it's going to be a tough sell. But that is still listed for the time being. However, it has not sold yet for me, so that is a 0. The next item that was in the box was a blue button-down Ted Baker dress shirt in a really nice blue, and then, as a lot of the Ted Baker shirts have, has kind of a different material or fabric along the collar, and then on the inside of the sleeve. It's in great, all these items were in great condition, except for, I guess, that Michael Kors watch. But the Ted Baker shirt, it's still listed, it hasn't sold, so that is a 0. The last item that was in my box was by the brand Cool, and I have sold this brand before. I've gotten it in some of the Rent the Runway boxes when Thredup used to sell those. I loved those. Those were like my favorite. But it's by the brand Cool, Kule, and it was like a wool patterned blazer, and then it had like a striped strip around the collar. Was really nice, but I remember Jill and I saying that it looked like it might be for a woman, and I did send it into the Reselling. They did list it as a woman's blazer, because I don't know if Cool makes men's clothing or not, but anyways, it was sold as a women's jacket, and this sold on the Reselling for $210, and so my cut was $116. So my total revenue on my box was $626.50. And then when you subtract out the commissions that the Reselling took and then the cost of the box, my total profit on this box was $230. So if we look at combining the boxes, because I did order them both on the same day, I spent $280 between the two boxes, and my total walkaway profit between the two is $183.34. Plus, I kept an item for myself. So let me know what you guys think. Let me know if you have ordered the men's box and how you've profited, because certainly it is the highest cost of goods of any of the rescue boxes that Thredup sells. So I'm interested to know how you guys have done with these boxes. So make sure to comment below. Let me know. I will be back twice this week with more unboxings, and I will see you guys then. Bye, y'all.